what have we been learning in this P. Diddy trial so far? See, today I think today went over a lot of people's heads, and I'm going to explain why in just a little bit. Just check this out. You start off with George Kaplan, who everybody said flipped. They said the feds flipped George Kaplan. He didn't want to testify in this case to begin with. He never wanted to say a word about P. Diddy. He never wanted to say anything. He was going to plead the fifth and say, nah, I don't want to speak. They said, hey, you got immunity. You got immunity. You're subpoenaed. Now get up here and speak, or we're going to arrest you for the things that we already know you did. But you better get up here and tell the truth, or you will go to jail for perjury. And on top of that, we'll get you for the rest of this stuff we got you for already, which is a lot of drug dealing and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Now, when George Kaplan gets on the stand, it starts to look bad at first. Starts to look real bad for a split second for P. Diddy. Then all of a sudden, he gets cross-examined. And in the cross-examination of George Kaplan, all of a sudden you start to see he really didn't give them nothing that they didn't have. All he did was admit to some drugs. That was it. He didn't admit to anything else. He didn't say Diddy had nothing. He even was saying Diddy was a good dude. They painted Diddy to be a great person. It didn't look bad for Diddy like they thought it would. Then in comes Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi gets on the stand. Kid Cudi was never able to prove. I'm just looking at it from a juror's mindset. If I was a juror, how would I be viewing this? I didn't see no evidence that said Diddy is guilty. He definitely planned out the arson. We got text messages. They didn't have nothing. They had no messages. They had no anything. Then when he said he met up with Diddy and talked to him about the car, he's like, what are you talking about? I have no fucking idea. We're cool, but I ain't do that, bro. So then they were able to paint a picture that looks like, wait. Did Cassie set this whole thing up? 'Cause I'm being serious, y'all. It's starting to look like the picture has been painted that Cassie might have been the one that broke into the house. Cassie gave up the address. Cassie was the one saying Diddy was mad. Diddy never hit him up and said he was mad. Cassie said Diddy was at his crib. Cassie knew the door was unlocked. Cassie was the one with all the information. Cassie was the one lying to everybody. Cassie cheated on Diddy. Cassie lied to Kid Cudi. Cassie was the one, she's the common denominator in this whole thing. And it's starting to look like Cassie ain't as innocent as everybody portrayed her to be. That's just at least what it's looking like from if I was a juror. And I'm looking at the transcripts and I'm seeing what they're saying. Diddy, you can't prove that he planned that out. It looks like he did. You can guess and say, I believe he had something to do with this. But can you prove it? Can you prove Diddy had something to do with this? And I'm going to New York next week, and I'm definitely going to be in that courtroom. This case has been so compelling, and this case has been so... this is a huge case. I wouldn't have it no other way. I definitely have to go out there to New York to cover this because I'm just seeing something is going on here right in front of our eyes, and I can't for the life of me understand what the hell they're doing. Do you really have a case on Diddy? Because everybody else who's come after Kid Cudi starts to just look like, bro, you got nothing. You're bringing up people and you just keep on pressing the issue of the domestic violence. We know this. This has been established from day one. Is Diddy guilty of domestic violence? 150% yes. Is Diddy a ex-trafficker? Is Diddy a racketeer? Is Diddy guilty of every other crime that you said he did? I mean, one crime that we probably could say he might get hit with is bribery, but you got to be able to prove two. Arson, to me, wasn't proved. You proved one, but you got to prove one more somewhere throughout this. You proved that he definitely bribed Cassie's mother. If I'm a juror, I'm saying, yeah, it's looking bad. That one looks bad. As far as every other count, can you charge Diddy with a RICO? I don't think you proved the arson. I don't think you proved the ex-trafficking. I don't think you proved. I don't think you proved the racketeering. I don't think you proved this stuff yet. Maybe you got an ace up your sleeve. I don't know. But as we speak right now, it's looking like Diddy possibly may walk on a lot of this stuff. Now, will he walk out of there just without catching no heat? Now, he might go down for something, maybe. But it ain't looking like he's going down for what they want him to. And if Diddy come back, he coming back with a vengeance. It's a lot of people going against Diddy right now. Me, I just want to see a fair trial. I just want to see the facts come out. And if I'm speaking from a fact standpoint, you don't got a case. Your case is very weak. You got Cassie. Cassie is your only hope. Cassie is the only thing that's keeping this case together. But Cassie's story is starting to unfold, and it's starting to look like Cassie created a lot of this drama for herself. Cassie, to me, is a victim of domestic violence. Is she a victim of ex-trafficking and a victim of whatever? I don't think she was coerced into doing anything. When those text messages came out, you see her plotting and planning. You're bringing up these hotel witnesses. You're bringing up everybody else that's saying all this stuff. But the fact came out that Cassie was the one setting up these freak offs without Diddy. Cassie was the one contacting these ex-workers without Diddy, with them too. Not saying he didn't have nothing to do with it, because they both did it. So if Diddy is guilty of racketeering and Diddy is guilty of ex-trafficking and transportation, you know what I'm saying, to do restoration, being real careful on TikTok. But if Diddy was guilty of all this stuff, then why is Cassie not guilty? Oh, she got an immunity deal too? So you gave out immunity deals to everybody so you could take down Diddy. Look, you better pray to God that you got KK, who is Christina Coram. You better pray to God you got D-Rock. You better pray to God that you got Harv Pierre. You better pray that you got some of these people that you really need. You need KK. You needed Gina. Gina was witness number 3. That came out in court. Gina flipped the script on y'all. She came to y'all and gave you a detailed thing about what was going on. But it seems like Diddy might have threw some money her way, and she gone bye-bye. They said in court she ain't coming, man. Look, stop thinking she's gonna be here. She's not coming. She ain't coming to court. It's over. Gina's not gonna be here. So they're like, but we could still use her words against her, and we could even lock her up for not testifying. She said she would testify, so we're gonna. I don't think Gina's gonna be there. I don't think that Christina Coram is gonna testify. And if she does, I don't see her flipping the script on Diddy. I don't see Harv Pierre flipping the script on Diddy. I don't see D-Rock flipping the script on Diddy. Then you got Capricorn Clark. It might be another telling story, but I don't see her flipping the script on Diddy. Will this go Diddy's way? I don't know. Like I said, I'm finna go out to New York in a couple days, and I'm definitely about to cover this trial. So I'm gonna be giving y'all a lot more on TikTok. I'll be giving y'all my opinion. I haven't even been on here. I go live on YouTube every night, but I haven't been doing the TikTok, which I apologize. Now I gotta start doing more of my opinions on TikTok. So you can catch me covering the case every day on YouTube, Ratchet TV. And we're definitely gonna continue this, and we're gonna keep going. I don't know who wins in the end. You tell me, who do you think is up, the prosecution, or do you think the defense is up right now? Right now, to me, it's a coin toss. It might land on heads, and it might land on tails. But one thing I do know is a lot of things that was done in the dark is starting to come to the light, and it's looking like the feds have been meeting up with everybody behind the scenes, making some deals, and the feds have been getting coached and getting people to coach other people. The feds have been playing real dirty, but if we know something about the feds, we never expected them not to play dirty. Yo, get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Who winning right now? Is the defense up, or is the prosecution busting their butt right now? Y'all tell me. I don't know. I'm just here to see a fair trial. It's your boy Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang, and this is Ratchet TV.